I am John Griffith.
Amber Fazio.
Sona Rummel.
It's Russ Weller.
My name's Juanita.
I'm Dan Perdue.
I'm Carol Martin.
My name's Phil Schmidt.
I support local businesses because I love Wyoming and I want to see Wyoming continue to grow.
I buy Wyoming to keep the money in the community and in the state.
I buy locally, I shop locally, and I employ locally. Because every dollar that I spend, that my friends spend, that my family spends here in Wyoming benefits the community.
Because it benefits my friends and my neighbors.
I buy locally because I think we're all in this together.
I would like to see a Wyoming environment for my kids, much like the one I've had growing up here in the state.
I shop locally and support local businesses because I am one.
And I go out of my way to buy locally because it's a great way to support our local economy.
My name is Bob Moberly. I'm here today to talk to you about a new enterprise called 307 First. This enterprise's sole function will be to focus on the economy and more specifically on jobs in Wyoming and how we in the private sector can enhance the viability of doing business in Wyoming and the importance of doing business in Wyoming with Wyoming-owned companies. We're about trying to get the private sector, the people that live here, to understand the importance of investing in ourselves short-term and long-term. So it is in our best interest not only to procure medicine in Wyoming, to keep our construction dollars in Wyoming, but perhaps most importantly, when you look at the total economy, is what we as consumers spend our money on every day. We want to do business with people who do business with us. Those people are the ones that make and support a community. They reinvest in the nonprofits. They give of their time and money to support local charities, local sports, anything to do with that local community. We have to have a culture so strong in Wyoming, so powerful that we believe in so much that we actually stop, pause, think, and look for ways to spend the money with somebody in Wyoming.
My name is Dan Perdue. I'm the president of the Wyoming Hospital Association. We're a membership organization of all the hospitals in Wyoming, and we try to promote a better environment for not only our hospitals but all other healthcare providers as they practice here in Wyoming. We're very concerned about the outmigration that occurs here in Wyoming. A number of our patient dollars go across the border. I would stack our Wyoming hospitals and our Wyoming healthcare providers against any in the nation. We have very high quality services and a very well-informed and a very capable medical staff here in our state. Our Wyoming patients need to be good, well-informed consumers. We ask the consumer to be better educated as they make their healthcare decisions, especially for those procedures that are elective, and they do have a chance to go out and spend some time and try to do some research in terms of which of those procedures are best offered in our Wyoming hospitals. Healthcare services in Wyoming provide over 23,000 jobs right now, which contributes about $1.45 billion to our Wyoming economy. And that is very significant as it pertains to a driver in our economy and being able to be one of the cornerstones of our economy.
With our business, it's one of customer service, and I have yet to meet anybody that's in the service industry that doesn't want to succeed. We all want to provide our people different opportunities. We want to provide different things for our customers, and the way that we get there is through customers frequenting us. Unfortunately, we're in a situation where so many people enjoy going to other states to do their shopping and things like that. By the people frequenting our businesses in this town, we as business people are able to give back not just by paying our employees or paying our utilities, but also by contributing the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars that are contributed each year to all the different nonprofit organizations. Much as we may not want to talk about taxes, one of the effects that we lose, or one of the things, the attributes that we lose when people are making their purchases out of town, would be that the taxes aren't stayed to support our sewer systems, our park systems, our water, and the like. It's amazing to me that we end up building everybody else's infrastructure other than our own. And I'm not saying we need to be isolationist. What I am saying is that we do at the end of the day have a responsibility for our own community and making sure that those dollars are spent in our community so that our community and our children and our friends, our employees can all prosper. In Wyoming, I believe that we deserve to have good availability to goods and services. The way that we're going to have that good availability is by supporting one another.
Groothouse Construction is a prime example of a Wyoming-born and Wyoming-raised small business. We were founded in Laramie, Wyoming in 1954. Since then have been owned by Wyoming individuals and worked in Wyoming, continue today to work solely in Wyoming. We believe in supporting Wyoming. On our projects, the majority of our subcontractors are not just posting a shop up in Wyoming, but they live, breathe, and work and play in Wyoming. Our local subcontractors have local suppliers. Our local suppliers have local sub-suppliers. And the ball and the domino continues to roll into Wyoming and around Wyoming when our dollars stay with our local folks. There's been a lot of news made about the amount of work and the amount of dollars that have recently left the state of Wyoming and continue to leave the state of Wyoming to out-of-state, not only constructors, but design firms and subcontractors. The bigger picture there is not about today, it's about tomorrow. And long-term, the whole idea becomes sustainability. And if we don't continue to support the local people that we have here, we're not going to have local people here that can do the work. For our young people, like myself, who want to come back to Wyoming, live in Wyoming, and enjoy Wyoming along with our families, in order for that to continue to be able to be available to the younger generations in Wyoming, we have to think 307 first and think of our community of Wyoming as a whole and continue to support our neighbors here within our borders.
.307 First is an ambitious undertaking. It's going to take a lot of people's time and a lot of people's money to effectively get the message across and, more importantly, to get people involved. This is not an initiative that will solve all the problems of the state of Wyoming in the next 12 months or 24 months. It's a long-term commitment to sustaining the quality of life in Wyoming that we've come to expect and to take it to the next level. We appreciate your help. We would hope that you'll get on board and join 307 First and be a part of it. We want to make the Wyoming community, the Wyoming economy, a better experience for all of us, especially for our kids.
Join us.